We got it, we got it. Jehovah Jireh. You're my provider. And you're my rider. You've been with me through the fire. Yes, happy Monday. Happy Monday. When you come in, let me know your name, what state, what country you're tuning in from. Say hello. Let me know who you are. If you got any books, if you got any projects going on, let me know. I don't know, Ray. You keep on blessing me every day. Happy Monday. I got some stuff for you today. I got some content that's going to get you to your next level. I just got to rock this out for a moment. Yeah. Do you all have some go-to music? You know, sometimes you just got to play a song and get you in the right mindset. Hello, everyone. I'm Renetta Gunn-Stevens, CEO of Sophisticated Press, and I'm so excited to come to you and share pre-order productivity. Today, we're going to talk about what you should be doing as a self-publisher during your pre-order stage. We're going to give you some strategies. We're going to give you some action items to do in the marketplace. And then we're going to wait here for you along the way while you come back with some testimonials of how this information you're going to receive today is going to help you. So do me a favor, grab a pen and paper. Yes, grab a pen and paper, tag some of your business besties, let them know that Sophisticated Press is on, and bring your personal journey to this conversation and ask questions. That's right. When you ask questions, it brings out the genius in me even more, and that way I can assist you, okay? So let's talk about this process called pre-orders. So for those of you who are new to self-publishing or just, tuning in for the first time and you're thinking about writing a book, when your manuscript, it's like 80 to 95% completed, authors go into a process that's called pre-orders. Pre-orders should last from 30 to 90 days before your book is in the marketplace for full distribution. Now, pre-orders are no different than movie trailers, right? When a movie is coming out, you'll see these trailers of this movie. And what does it do? It builds anticipation. Have you ever seen a movie trailer and you was like, oh, I can't wait till that movie come out. Oh, I'm going to remember on this date that movie comes out. Well, that's the same thing that your pre-orders do. Your pre-orders, they build anticipation for your niche market, for your supporters, for your readers to want to purchase your book. And there are a couple of strategies and a couple of action items you should be doing in the marketplace. And we're going to share those with you today. But first, I would like to tell you that as a author, you cannot rush the process of your pre-orders. You cannot afford even to skip the process of your pre-orders. I know that publishing a book is so exciting. I know that, you want to hurry up and get to your likes and your congratulations. But if you skip the pre-order process, you're actually going to do more damage to your book, damage to your sales, damage to your brand than if you don't skip the process. For one, it's going to actually show that you're a rookie. That's right. I said it. If you skip pre-orders and you just go, oh, okay, I just wake up one day because you're thinking in your mind, trust me, I've been there. I'm an author of 4 books, Kingdom Speaking in the Boardroom, Push, A Dad's Redemption, and 10 Ways to Eliminate Debt. And I'm a CEO of a publishing company. And I help authors around the world create multiple streams of income and get global exposure. So trust me when I tell you I know what I'm talking about, okay? If you skip the pre-order process, it shows you are a rookie. It shows you are inexperienced, and it shows that you have lack of patience. And patience is a virtue, right? So you don't want to skip this process of pre-orders. You don't want to skip the process of pre-order because every process has a purpose. Somebody type that in the comments. Every process have a purpose. Okay. Let's see a comment right quick before we get involved. Good morning. Happy Monday. I'm Tawana Wilson from Beaumont, Texas. I have self-published 2 books with Sophisticated Press, The Chronicles of Blue, Meet You in 22 paperback and coloring book. That's right, because we do have coloring books. And it would be great to have for Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month. Go to thechroniclesofblue.com/store. That's right. Welcome, Tawana. Thank you for showing and giving that information about your book. But yeah, every process has a purpose. Don't get it twisted. And so when you, as an author, skip the process, you're walking and turning your back on purpose. You are forfeiting the lessons and the rewards that come with that process, because every process has purpose and every process has rewards that is going to teach you. So let me tell you about the pre-order process. Again, your pre-order should be from 30 to 90 days. I know as a self-publisher, you think no one's going to buy your book unless they have it in a physical copy. That's not true. We buy from Amazon every day. I bought an HP printer, and they told me it wasn't. I bought it in March. They said it wasn't going to be ready to April. I had to wait 3 weeks for the printer to get back in stock, and I still pay $80 for the printer. So don't tell me that people will not buy your book unless they have a physical copy. No, you're just too excited, and you need to calm down. And you need to follow the process. And I know it's exciting. So let me give you some instructions on what you should be doing when you are in pre-orders. The first thing you should be doing is creating your media kits. Do you have an announcement process? Or is your announcement strategy just to go on Facebook and say, hey, I published a book? That's good, but Facebook isn't the only platform that can support you. So do you have a media kit that you can send to bloggers, to podcasters, to magazines, to news stations and say, hey, I got this great book that you really want to do a segment on. Hey, I got this great book that you really should talk about on your podcast. Hey, I got this great book that you should really feature in your magazine. Do you have a process? Or are you simply, good morning, Lisa. Do you have a process to your pre-order, or are you simply just excited and your process is just you're going to go to Facebook or to Instagram? We want you to start creating your process while you're in pre-orders, while you know that you are about to launch this book. Then you should be creating your media kits, right? The next thing you should be doing is running promotions. Now, this is once the book is 80 to 95% done. I'm going to talk about post pre-orders too. I'm telling you, grab your pen and paper, because I'm about to give you that fire for your next level. So the next thing you should be doing if your book is 80 to 95% completed is you should be running promotions. And what do those promotions look like? Free shipping if you purchase my book early during pre-order. VIP access to the live reading or the virtual book order. Or if you're having a physical book signing, if you're having a physical book signing, then you can say VIP and you give them a VIP section because they purchased the book early. You can also say autograph copies to the first 50 to 100 pre-orders, right? So you're giving them perks to purchase your books before it is finalized and in the marketplace. The next thing you should be doing is getting your swag bag. Get your swag bag stuff together, right? So what does that look like? Let me show you. Right quick. We just had Easter, right? So I'm in Walmart and they had this stocking paper, basket paper, confetti paper for 49 cents a bag. because Easter just passed. How about I bought the whole box? This alone is $1 at the dollar store. So it was 50 cents, 49 cents at Walmart. I bought 50 of them. Why? Because this is going to be good for your swag bags. So those are some things you can be doing too. You can be getting swag bags for your supporters that are supporting you early. And you can say, okay, let me create them some swag bags for purchasing the book early. The next thing you should be doing is doing your interviews. Are you sending out pitches to those bloggers and those magazine owners? Are you asking them to interview you on their show? If you're not, that's a great opportunity for you to share with the world that you have a book coming out. And these are some of the steps that you can be taking during pre-order, so you're not calling your publishing company saying, where my book, where my book, where my book. No, you don't want your book yet because you haven't completed the process during this stage. You want to build the anticipation because you only get that one time for that wow factor. And many of you do it wrong. Soon as you get your first book cover, you're like, oh, I got a book coming out. Here you go. And you get your likes and your congratulations. And now you just wasted the wow factor. That's going to help you get your sales when you really come correct with a link, with a website, and with a strategy. So I need you to stop rushing. And I need you to follow the steps that goes along with pre-orders. Allow yourself 30 to 90 days to do the groundwork that needs to be done so that when you present your book in the marketplace, people are ready to just swipe their cards and support you. They're ready to swipe your cards and support you. But if you're just going at it out of excitement, out of just like, yeah, I can't wait till they see this, or whatever your purpose is, you're hurting your sales as a self-published author. And as a self-published author, you need all of your sales. You need every element of surprise. And you don't want to forfeit that. The next thing you can be doing is when someone do purchase your book in pre-orders, you should have a template already pre-made that says, congratulations to Tawana who purchased my book, with her picture. Ask them for a picture and celebrate her on a wall. And guess what that's going to do? That's going to make other people say, I want a congratulation template. And then they're going to purchase the book and send you a picture and say, now put my post up there that I supported you too. Or they're going to say, what about me? I supported you too. You can go on our page and you'll see we did that for the podcast. When people left us reviews for our new podcast, Sophisticated Synthesis, when they downloaded and gave us the 5 stars, and you can do the same at Apple and all streaming platforms, we highlighted them. And that made more people want to leave the reviews. So let's go over this list again because I have it written down here. You can be creating your media kits. You can be running promotions, your VIP, your free shipping, your autographs. You can be gathering things for your swag bag at a discount, like I did with the confetti paper. You can be doing your interviews, which you should be doing interviews, letting them know the same way celebrities go on a late night show and all of these talk shows to let them know that they got a movie coming out. This is the same process you should be doing. And then you should be highlighting your buyers. Now let's talk about post pre-orders while your book is getting ready. But before we go into post pre-orders, are there any questions about the pre-order phase? Are there any questions? Yes, create media kits. All right. So if there's no questions about the pre-order phase and what we just shared with you, now let's go to the part where if you're not in pre-order, what you should be doing. Now pay attention because this is about to save your sales. This is about to save your sales. If you know you have a book coming out and you know what your subject matter is, you know what genre you are entering, I need you to survey your niche market. Well, first you got to know your niche market. I need you to know crystal clear your niche market. Who am I writing this book for? Who am I creating this project for? What is their age? What is their gender? What is their marital status? What is their salary? What is their education? Who is their favorite celebrity? What is their favorite TV show? What type of music they like? I'm telling you, yes, you got to go that deep and know exactly who you're selling to. You can't sell to everybody. If you're marketing to everybody, you're marketing to nobody. You have to know clearly who this book is for and only market to them. If you execute your niche communication, other people will, people going to look up like, what's going on over there? They really got it going on over there. And people that's not in your niche, they'll come over. But don't try to market to them. You only market to the people that you created your book for. And if you execute, and dominate in marketing to them, other people will see the marketing that's not in your niche and begin to support it. But if you try to market to the whole world, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Your message is going to get lost. Great question. Great question. How do we survey? How do we get to know the market for children's books and parents? I love that question. So let me tell you something, okay? Sophisticated Press created a book and it's called Push. Promote until shipping and handling happens. If you don't have this book, I need you to get this book. Because if you go to page, let's go here. It tells you how to do it all here. How to market, how to survey your clients. So if you go to Push page 24, it says that you can use SurveyMonkey for your marketing surveys. That's what we use sometimes. We use SurveyMonkey. They have a free service. You can use feedback forms. If somebody purchased something from you, you can send them a feedback form and say, hey, how did you hear about me? How did you like the service? Was there anything that we could offer more? And then you can also do some interviews or do some town halls and gather the people. Now you say, how do you market? How do we get to know the market for children books and parents? Let me tell you something. Children know what they're doing. Children know so much what they're doing that we have a 7-year-old author and I do the consultation calls with her. Baby, she telling me exactly how she want her story. She telling me exactly how she want it to look. We got a 4-year-old marker author that just came in too. So you market to you survey children, because sometimes people will be surveying parents for the children book. Yeah, the parent is going to purchase the book, but the parent is not going to read the book. Someone say, yes, I have Push. Love, love, love. Okay, if you got Push, go to page 24. Start at 24 and work your way through it. Because it got it all in there for you. We gave you all of the secret sauce. When you are marketing for children's books, I want you to get a group of children. I want you to get some ice cream together. And I want you to just ask them questions. I want you to get on the floor with them. Don't stand up above them and make them feel like you're superior. Get on the floor with them. Have fun with them. And ask them, what books are they currently reading? Look at the books that they're currently reading and see what type of characters they're reading. See what type of storyline they have. Right? Don't ask the parents. The parents is going to give you a grown person perception. We're not writing a book for you, Mom. We're writing a book for you to purchase. That's it. We're not writing a book for you to read. We're writing for your children to read. So you should be surveying children. Actually, You should be surveying your nieces and your nephews that's in your family and saying, hey, what book are you reading? Now you can ask the parents what children book did they purchase their child lately. But let me tell you this about children books before we continue. Don't be surprised if the children books they got shows animals and toys, because the statistics show that African American children are more likely to see toys and animals before they see themselves in the book. So the books that the children are reading probably don't have a reflection of themselves in it. That's why you need to publish a book, and it needs to be a children's book with a minority in it, so that they can see themselves in the marketplace and they can know that they're special too. Good morning, Jaya. Thank you. Thank you. Jaya say this is good. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's go back to this, what you should be doing before the book is ready for pre-order. So you're going to survey. You're going to know your niche market, break that down, and then you're going to prepare your social media. You're going to clean your social media up. Too many of you, you know where you're going, but you haven't prepared the way. Social media is your home for your book. It's your home for your business, because you know here at Sophisticated Press, we believe that every business should have a book, and every book is a business. Shout out to the Holy Ghost that told me that way before Forbes knew it. Forbes did a segment on that, and I was like, oh, Holy Ghost been told me. When he sent me to the marketplace, she said everybody who got a book, a business, should have a book. And everybody who has a book should be running it as a business, because that's what it is. You're entering into entrepreneurship, whether you want to believe it or not. When you become a self-published author, you're now an entrepreneur. You now have a book and you have a business, because you now have expenses. You're now doing money transactions. You're in business. Okay? Let's make that very clear. When you become a self-published author, you're in business, because you're in control of the total production of your project. And so you need to make sure that you have a business set up so that you can get tax write-offs, so that you can get the benefits of the law. If not, how are you going to write off and report all of the expenses that you paid to publish this book? Okay? So you're in business. We're in the book business now. So that being said, you're either going to have to clean up your personal Facebook page, or you're going to have to create a separate page just for your marketing for your books. Because on your Facebook pages and on your Instagram pages, okay, we are Christians, but every post is a sermon or a scripture. And let's say you're writing a cookbook. That don't go. That don't mesh. If I know I'm writing a cookbook and someone goes to my page because they want to see some recipes, and they go and see just scriptures, and they go and just see you celebrating everybody else but your book, they're going to be confused, and they're going to be like, well, I did come here to buy a book, or to get some more recipes, but I don't see anything here about recipes. So they're going to go somewhere else, because you only have people attention from 3 to 5 seconds for them to determine if they want to stay on your page or not, for them to determine if they want to buy your book or not, for them to determine if they want to go to your website or not. So if you know that you're going to be in a genre of cooking books, I need you to have a Facebook page that's just the food and books and recipes and or whatever your genre is. I say it all the time. You never see McDonald's promoting Burger King, but some of you all promote everybody else but don't know how to promote yourself. What are you doing? I've come here to support you, but all I see is you supporting everybody else on your page. No, what are you doing? What's your business? How about that? How about you promote yourself the same way that you're promoting everybody? Because see, that's the problem, people. We know how to build everybody else's dream. We know how to support everybody else's dream. And then when it comes to us, we go, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do it. Yes, you do. The same way that you're promoting everybody else, the same way that you're supporting everybody else. Do it for yourself. Right? So that's the first thing. Like, I need you to, well, the third thing, I need you to get your social media ready for the journey that you're about to embark in being a self-publishing. You know what your book is about. So I need you to gather some memes. I need you to gather some quotes. I need you to gather some statistics. I need you to gather some templates and either start a new social media page just for your book journey, or clean up your personal page and open it. What's up with these authors who promote their book but want they page private? You can't have both. Either you in business or you're not in business. But if I come in your page and I'm trying to share your post and your page is private, you're not open for business, because we don't have brick and mortar buildings. We only got social media. So if you don't want to be social, why are you here? If you want your page private, but you trying to make money, make it make sense for me and everybody else that's trying to support you, but they can't even share your post. And now you see in your social media page, can you make shareable? Nobody should tell you, can you make shareable? Why is your page private if you're in business? Why? What that says is, I don't, this what you're doing to your people. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want you to see my stuff. That's what you do when somebody have to tell you, make your page shareable, because you're a business, an author in business, but your page is private. This what you're doing to the people. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want you to see my stuff. I don't want you in my business. Well, if I'm not in your business, you can't make no money. So open up your page if you're in business, right? Question: when do we start promoting the book? You start promoting the book from day one. There's different levels to promoting. Promoting to shipping and handling, push. The day I start surveying you, I'm promoting my book. I may not have the cover present, but I'm promoting my book. The day I send out a quote or statistic about my subject matter in the book, I'm promoting my book. There's levels. You're conditioning the people for what's in the future, because you know this project, because you're the creator of this project, and you know that in 2 months, in 3 months, maybe 6 months, I'm going to have a book. So the promotions is not just about you having your book present. Promotions is about you conditioning the people that, and establishing yourself as an expert in your field of expertise. That's promoting. So that when you do finally have that book cover and you do have that website, then it's no hesitation. Why? Because for the past 30 to 60 days, you've been promoting, but you never showed them that you were promoting a book. But you've been surveying them, you've been sending out statistics, you've been sending out memes, right? So you start promoting your book the day you sign a contract, the day you say you want to be an author and you want to do a book. That's the day of promoting. I have been building social media and mentioning a book is forthcoming, but not the name of the book yet. Okay, so technically that's not right. You don't want to do that. I'll tell you why. Because again, we talked about it, how you're hurting your wow factor. Instead of you saying you have a book coming, you can just say big announcement coming soon. Or, oh, I got something to tell you on this day at 7 o'clock. Now everybody want to tune in on Friday at 7 o'clock to hear what your big announcement is. But you just told them, I'm having a book, don't know the name of it yet. So now when you come out with your book, it's not like, whoa, this person published a book. I'm so proud of you. Let me support it. Let me buy it. Because you've already given away the wow factor. So you don't want to tell them that you're publishing a book until you're ready to go with the rest of the strategies of entering and introducing your book into the marketplace. Now, there are ways that you can recover from that. Okay, excuse me for wiping my nose, but I'm human. So you told them that you're writing a book, but they don't know the name of it. So here's what I want you to do. If you know your title, even if you know it, say, hey, help me create my title. Put 3 other titles with it and take them now along the journey, because you've already told them you have the book. Take them along the journey and help them pick your title. Let them help you pick your title. Let them help you pick your cover. Right? Now, be careful when you ask people for feedback, because you have to be able to get their opinions and not let them become now the dictator of your project. This is just simply about incorporating them into the journey with you, but not giving them the authority of the project. Okay? So now you have to make sure that you bring them in on a journey to keep them hooked, because you've already given away the surprise. And when you do that, that'll keep them engaged, and that'll also help them feel like that they are growing organically with you. Make sure now that you are in this phase that you have you're now working on your website. You're now working on your payment processing, so that way they have a professional way to purchase the book when they're ready to publish the book, to purchase the book. I'm sorry. And make sure that you have your social media templates ready for when it do go forth. Make sure, which is our next step, is that you know your hashtags and your keywords that goes with the book, right? Because again, remember, it's more than just publishing that book. You want to make sure that you do the legwork in the back, which is get your marketing ready for this book. The importance of the element of surprise is so important that when I went to California, and one of my clients, she didn't tell anyone she wrote a book, but she had a party and she was celebrating her 50th birthday. And when she gave that book to her birthday people and just showed it, we had one book there for the preview. She made $2,000 in an hour. Shout out to Kim Roberts, who just published Daddy's on Timeout at kimrobertsbook.com. kimrobertsbooks.com. Daddy's on Timeout and I Miss Grandpa. $2,000 in an hour. Why? Because she didn't tell anyone until it was time for her to tell people. She didn't want just that gratification of congratulations. Congratulations don't pay no bills. Stop wanting, and I'm not saying that you who ask the question is one this. I'm talking in general, but we got to stop wanting that just congratulations because we need to feel good for that day. So we're going to just put it out there and say, I wrote a book. No. You don't want to do that. Because after they say congratulations, now what? Now you got people in your social media thread saying, how can I purchase? Those are the two things I cringe when I see in people's social media page that are authors. How can I purchase? Well, you should have had a link. If you're going to put your book there, you should have a link or make shareable. We're in business. So if people are asking you, how can I support it? And you got to come back with, it's not out yet, or you probably didn't do the process right. Because when you show people things, especially if you haven't if you're not asking them to be a part of the journey, like we said, and saying, hey, can you help me pick a title? Can you help me pick this? Then they're not really going to be asking for the link to purchase, because you're saying, help me pick the title. So they kind of know it's not ready. But if you just say, hey, I purchased a book, I'm publishing a book and this and that, they're going to say, okay, I want to support you. They're ready right now to support you, and they can't because you're telling them about a book that isn't ready. So books are also just like babies. You don't want to bring your baby out until they're ready, because it'll hurt. Your baby, if you bring your baby around people too soon and they're not ready to handle the masses that's going to be around them. The same way with your book. If you introduce your book too soon and you don't have your website, you don't have your book cover, you don't have your invoicing system ready, you don't have any marketing strategies, you're hurting yourselves as a self-published author, and you don't want to do it that way. You wanna execute in post pre-orders and pre-orders and give yourself time to build that anticipation. And not only build that anticipation, build relationships. We're in a world now where people make money based off of the relationships that they have with their clients and with their customers. And so you can no longer, again, I'm not saying this to anyone personal. This is just in general, but I have to speak from my heart and from the hip, because that's why people pay me, because I tell it like it is. We can no longer just want them to purchase our books and don't care about their family. We can no longer want them to purchase our books and don't know their children's names. We can no longer want them to purchase our books, and when we see it's their birthday, don't even say happy birthday back on their social media posts. We're living in a era now where people buy things from and spend their money with people that cares about them, that has a relationship with them, that has shown that they are there to cater to them. So if you know the type of book that you're publishing, you should be getting also some free stuff ready for them. So they feel like, hey, she didn't gave me, or he didn't gave me all this free advice, all this free information. Surely I can spend $20 on a book with them. But if you've never given your audience any quotes, any statistics, any memes, any support, any expertise, and now you just like, buy my book, but they're like, she just want my money. He just want my money. And they may still purchase it, but then they're not going to come back for your next workbook that may go with your book, or your coloring book that may go with your book. So build relationships in the pre-order phase and in the post pre-order phase. This is about building relationships. This is just about knowing your clients by their name. Like everyone who comes on my lives, for the most part, I know their family. I probably prayed with them. I probably told them I love them on the phone, because I'm building relationships and I'm not even phony with it. Like, I genuinely love my clients. I genuinely love everybody that God assigned to me, because I'm not going to take you as a client unless you've been assigned to me. If my peace radar don't be like, yes, this is of God, I'm saying no, it's not a great fit for Sophisticated Press. I don't take everybody that tries to come to Sophisticated Press, and neither should you. All money is not good money. So yes, I turn down authors that want me to help them, because I know the type of CEO that I am. When I work with you, you're going to be able to call me any time of the day. And that's going to pull away from my family. And you got to be special for me to stop being with my husband and my children to help you. But if you sign with me, you got full access to me. And all of my clients can confirm that. I'm yours. I'm gonna help you from the beginning to the virtual book signing. I'm gonna be there for you. My staff's gonna be there for you. So why? Because we believe in building relationships. So no longer you all go on your pages and just say, buy my book, buy my book. No, get to know your people. Get to know what they need from you, and get to know what your book can provide to them based on their personal, family, professional, and personal situation. So you can say, this is why you need to buy this book. Because remember how that boss treated you that way last week when you talked about it on social media? Well, this book will help you be able to deal with that boss. That's so much more personal than buy my book, buy my book, buy my book. We don't do that. Not here at Sophisticated Press, we don't do that. We don't train our authors to do that. We train you to be personable. We train you to understand that you're dealing with a human being that's taking money out their bank account to give to you, that can go on food for their family, that can go on gas for their car. So it's a privilege and an honor if someone wants to give you $1 of their hard-earned money you should be building a relationship with that person because they've shown you the greatest type of respect by spending money with you. Even if it is $20, believe me, that $20 can turn into 200, can turn into 2,000, can turn into 20,000 real quick if you build relationships instead of one and doneing your clients and your readers. Okay, so let's go over what you should be doing really quick as we close for post pre-orders. If you're not ready for a pre-order yet, you should be researching your niche market. You should know your niche market, their education, their salary, their family life, their age, their gender, their favorite celebrity, their favorite music genre that they like, even their political views, even their spiritual views, right? Are they Christian? Are they Muslims? Are they atheists? That information is important, right? You should know your hashtags and your keywords. And when you do a post, they should have a hashtag connected to it. And you got to get your social media ready because you know that you're going into the marketplace of being an author. So you got to determine if you want a separate book or you want to keep your same personal Facebook page. But if you keep your personal Facebook page, do not make it private and clean it up, and do not promote others more than you promote yourself, and do not have every post a scripture. Yes, I love the Lord, but you don't even see scriptures on my page. And God is the CEO of Sophisticated Press, and you don't even see scriptures on my page. You, for Easter, reposted a scripture. Just because we're Christians, that doesn't mean that every post needs to be a scripture. Okay? All right. Now, if you are in pre-orders, I want you to create your media kit. I want you to run promotions. I want you to gather your swag bag items. I want you to do interviews. You should be connecting with people. You should have a template. Tawana Jones Wilson, when I tell you that girl is sharp. I sent her a referral for an interview, and she got on top of it. And she sent me the pitch that she gave the interviewer, and I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Go get it. She's serious with it, right? You should be sending people an introduction about who you are in your book and what your book does so you can get interviewed. And then when people buy your book in pre-orders, you should be highlighting them. Create some templates and help them to be celebrated so other people can want to be celebrated, all right? Are there any questions before we close? This has been a great, I like this live myself. This is great. I just knew that I had to get this information to you all because we want you to succeed. And just really quick, because when I was in high school, I used to play basketball, right? Love me some basketball. And look at pre-orders like you're sitting in on the bench and you're not in the game yet. But I got to just share this example. When you sitting on the bench, you still got a job to do. We're talking about basketball, right? The coach got the 5 people in and you sitting on the bench. What should you be doing? A, you should be paying attention to the game to like, okay, that player like to do this because you're looking at your opponents, your competitors. B, you should be supporting the people that's out there playing. So that's my last advice to you. Although you're on the bench because you're waiting to get in the game, get in the marketplace with your book, who are you rooting for? That's out here. You don't got to root for them on your page, but you can root for them on their page. Who else is already out here that you can congratulate, that you can be supporting, that you can purchase their book? Because also as a self-published author, have you purchased a book in the last 30 days? Because you want people to buy your book, but have you purchased any books? Right? So when I'm on a bench, I'm waiting for the coach to call me in, but before the coach called me in, my job is to, yeah, good game, foul, woo, right? I'm still active and I'm still supporting and congratulating people who making points out there. So with your fellow writing community, you should be congratulating them. You should be supporting them. You should be like, yes. If somebody doing wrong, foul. No, that was a foul. You should still be vocal so that your social media handle is being seen. So your social media handles are being seen because people are nosing and they're going to say, Who is this person that just gave me this great congratulations? Who is this person that said this? And now they're responding, and now you're building those relationships by engaging, by supporting, by congratulating. Okay, see how that works? I'm telling you, it works. It works. It works. It works. I want you to try everything that I have taught you. Let me tell you how I got successful, and I promise you these 3 steps and I'm out. I had to be honest with myself that I needed help. I did. I had to be honest that I needed leadership development, that I needed mindset development, and that I needed communication development, right? So then I began to find a leader to mentor me. And every great person has a mentor. And yeah, every mentor is going to have some free stuff, but mentors are also going to have some stuff that you don't get unless you invest in the mentorship. So I had to invest in getting mentored. And we offer mentor. We offer mentorship. Go to sophisticatedpress.com under services and you'll see my mentorship package for authors. I'll be your personal accountability partner and I'll mentor you into success, and you're going to make some money working with me. But here's the third thing I had to do. Once I found the second thing, I had to be honest with myself that I needed mentorship. I had to find me a mentor. And then I had to trust what my mentor told me, and everything they told me to do, I had to do, even if it made me uncomfortable. Even if I had just did it and spent money on other templates, when they told me, oh, that's all wrong, I had to throw it away and then worry about the money or the time that I spent on it. Why? Because if I trust you enough to be my mentor, then I need to do what you say do in order to see the results that you want to see in their life. Your mentor should have your mentors. Someone said, thank you. You are so welcome. Thank you for these tools of love to win. You're welcome. Your mentor should be somebody who has results in their life that you want to see. Right? So if you're gonna have somebody mentor you, if you're gonna listen to them, when you get done, I need some of you all. Now, I need all of you all that's here, but I know all of you won't because that's just statistics. But I need for you to immediately incorporate what we just talked about today. Immediately go through your social media. Immediately delete the posts that don't need to be there. Immediately don't make, if your social media is private, make it not private. Immediately. Because that's how you're going to see the success, if you execute immediately. Don't wait till next week. Well, no, today. Today, I want you to do it. And today, when you do it, I want you to come back to this live and I want you to post what you did, what steps you took today based off the information you got off this post, so we can celebrate you. And that's how you're going to see results in your life. The reason why we've only been in business 3 years and we have the success that we have is we trust who we selected for mentors, and whatever they tell us to do, we do immediately. That same day we get to working on it and results get to happening. All right. Well, that's all I have for you today. Listen, I want you to really look me in my face and see how serious I am. I love you so much with the love of Jesus Christ. I am so proud of you for tuning in, for showing up every day, for joining us in this writing community, in the publishing community, and putting books out to tell our story, to share your genius, to show the world your creativity, to contribute back to humanity. I'm proud of you, and I know you can do it. And until next time, I'll see you in the comments when we begin to celebrate you for your execution. Have a wonderful rest of your day.